We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Akers. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. First carry for DeAndre Swift. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, Bridgewater. He'll get this off to Swift. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Play action now. Bridgewater. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
Slower than me.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Slower than me.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Bridgewater. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3, this is where the ball goes anymore.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Swift. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now Stafford. It's brought in by Harris. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Stafford. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Well, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Bridgewater. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Out of the gun, Bridgewater, eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Tim Patrick there to make the grab. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And he's got his target, Harris. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted.
Nice pick. The
Lions are going to have it here as they start at their own 7. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wild Card matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in the playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action. Bridgewater. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Play fake. Bridgewater. And as he throws and the ball is out, it's a live football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. The 30. 10. 5. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. Like they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Williams now on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Bridgewater to throw it. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Von Miller gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. Touchdown! Cam Akers, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Williams. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or maybe you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On second down, Swift. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. Going back to the same well, it's Hockenson again. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Bridgewater now. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Next to the score, Lions 17, Rams 14. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Not worth it.
On the return is Henderson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this wild card game, folks, it has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, so they know they need at least 3 on this incredibly critical drive as they start out 1st and 10. 41 yards on the ground for him so far. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
It's a yard.
3rd and 2. Stafford throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harris. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on first down with Akers. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And he stopped immediately there. Michael Brockers in on the stop. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Going right back to Akers. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Open space inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Williams to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Stafford now to throw. Open man is Atwell, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Williams now on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Throwing here, Stafford. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Rams. 2-2 Atwell with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. One last shot now for Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 22. And the Rams come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
Oh, you got me.
Why didn't know you were gonna do that?
I know you kind of did it right as soon as I did it. It was crazy. Let's see what it looks like here. Texans. Dante.
Dad,
Panthers. Yeah, baby.
I had a weird dream.
About what, Mama?
So this time, Mom and Dad were the enemies.
They're all the enemies. I'm kidding. You know, I didn't say that.
I had Kingston and Legends alive bodies, but they just weren't moving. Nor being moved. And like a flower thing because they had a dent in it, so I can stuff it in there. And then I followed Mom upstairs and read the plant mat. I was on the second floor. Well, except there was stairs, there was like no elevator. And you could like see the walls. I'm gonna draw a picture of it because it's not really that easy to explain. And then once you pull it inside, there was 2 bunk beds on a wall.
Really?
Yeah, and I slept on the bottom one near the like wall away from the door. And then when I woke up, I went to Mom and Ben's room. They were eating like a salad. And then Mom was done. And then I somehow took a bite of it. I threw away the trash. I threw away it in the trash. And then I had gum, like, I guess in the dream. In my mouth, just like randomly just pooped in there. And Mom told me to stop eating gum. And I went back to the bed and I was chewing. And then this tooth right here, it came out. And I continued chewing. And then this tooth came out. And then this tooth was like loose. And the gum came out of my mouth into my hand. And I went to pick up the tooth because it was stuck in the gum.
Yeah.
And it just rolled down. And I tried to like find out where it was, and then I rolled.
Oh, you have no idea where it's at?
But I now know it's not real because I stopped it. But yeah.
Yes.
Right when that tooth came out, I actually like put my tongue on it, and I could actually feel it, and it felt like there was no tooth. Like it actually felt like it.
Wow.
That's the weirdest part about it.
That's crazy.
But also, there's also like a longer part about when I went, how I got into the apartment. But it's too long. So first, so I'm just asking myself, how did I feel it? Because I remember what it felt like.